Good evening, people. Back to Listy in CBC News. At least 14 people have died and dozens have been injured on Indonesia's Java Islands after an active volcano erupted for the second time in months. Indonesia sits on the ring of fire, a region around the Pacific Ocean that's susceptible to volcanoes and earthquakes. The volcano Mount Semeru has been in a state of a near constant eruption for decades. A thick giant volcanic ash cloud on Indonesia's Java Island sneaking up on nearby villages. The debris and smoke so thick it turns day into night, blocking the suns and leaving panic-stricken residents in pitch darkness. The hot lava instantly causes huge destruction. Its first casualty, a 100-meter bridge connecting two areas in East Java. The country's disaster mitigation agency says dozens of people have been injured, including two pregnant women. The short residents returned into their homes, now submerged and cold lava. Hundreds of other families and children forced to flee their villages destroyed by the volcano are taken to nearby shelters. Tonight, from Mayfield, Kentucky City, the deadliest tornado outbreak in years, the loss of life and property absolutely devastating. Across 6 states, death and destruction, entire neighborhood in this Kentucky city completely leveled, the death toll rising across the state.
May in fact end up exceeding 100 before the day is done.
Dozens fear killed when a candle factory was demolished, terrifying story from those trapped inside.
God, please send us some help.
Somehow survived. The tornado is also taking lives in Tennessee, Arkansas, and Illinois, where the roof collapsed in on an Amazon warehouse.
This will be ongoing.
President Biden rising in federal sources.
This is likely to be one of the largest tornado outbreaks in our history.
Most deadly tornado believed to have thrown through 200 miles across 4 states, one of the farthest ever recorded. President Joko Widodo guaranteed Indonesia's commitment to promoting democracy beyond borders on Thursday, as United States President Joe Biden rallied the leaders of the free world in a summit to renew democracy. Jokowi, whose two-term presidency of Southeast Asia's largest economy, has seen what critics are increasingly calling a democratic regression, said the democracy was universal, but it must also account for the aspiration, values, and specificities for all the people living under it. He touted the Bali Democracy Forum (BDF), Asia-Pacific premier event exploring and promoting democracy as an example of a place where state and non-state actors can share perspective on democracy without pointing fingers. China is once again criticizing the country staging a diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Games. Its foreign ministry say those countries will pay a price for their quote mistaken act. Canada, as you know, joined the boycott yesterday.
We're extremely concerned by the repeated human rights violations by the Chinese government. That is why we are announcing today that we will not be sending any diplomatic representation to the Beijing Olympic Paralympic Games.
So Canada joins the United States, Britain, Australia, and Lithuania in this boycott. Other countries are also considering it. France and German officials say they are working on a position for the European Union as a whole. Canada and the other boycotting countries will send their athletes to the Games, which begin, by the way, on February 4th. It's happened yet again in America. The parents of 2 teenagers learned today their children will be not coming home from school, and the parents of 7 others find out their kids are in hospital with bullet wounds. Yet another school shooting, the 58th shooting on school ground this year. According to the gun safety advocacy group Everytown, this time it happened in Oxford, Michigan, population 3,500 outside Detroit. Cops there say a 15-year-old student brought a semi-automatic handgun to school and opened fire. They say he shot up 15 to 20 bullets, killed 3 students, shot 8 other people, including a teacher. The undersheriff in Oakland County there say deputies took the suspect into custody within about 5 minutes of the final shot, no struggle at all. He said the student is not cooperating, Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer calling the shooting an unimaginable tragedy.
I think we need to focus on the community, the families, supporting all the first responders, including the incredible people at our hospitals that are working so hard to save the lives of those who are fighting for their lives right now. I think this is every parent's worst nightmare.
Police say the student acted alone and that so far they have no idea what his motive was. That's all news for today. Thank you for watching CBC News Update.